All right, so let's start with posture. Yeah, so get set up.
All right, so you want my feet
So do this.
shoulder width.
Yep. So do this. Put the club right here. Push your belt back. Now let your hands go to your knees. There you go. Now that hinges your weight, hinges your hips right there. Okay. So now start there. There you go. So that should help. Now make just the back swing and feel that big right toe stay against the ground as you go back. Feel that?
Yeah.
Yep. And I like that. So big right toe stays against the ground. Feel any different?
Yeah.
So I think when you're going back, so like I think it probably starts with like your hips tucked under.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're trying to keep it this way more. That makes you go a little bit that way.
Sure.
Shift a hair, right? So I think if you can just feel.
I haven't felt like that had more pressure on my right foot staying down.
Yeah.
To push off. I didn't have that before.
Right, that's what
I did
what
feel
it looked like. You know, like you just like if you look at the motion, it doesn't look bad.
Right.
But it like didn't like I just remember sometimes when you did it before, it had a little more zip at the bottom.
Sure.
Right. So do a good job with your hip posture.
Yeah. You like the feet right there?
I love that.
Width?
I love
I
that.
mean, this feels really narrow too, by the way.
Yeah. I think you could move the ball up a smidge too. There you go. There you go.
That was really good.
That was by far better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Probably pulled it a little bit where I mean, if this is aimed a little bit like right over where
Yeah.
you were
So
saying.
your pat was one left. Not bad. Do one more and then
Yeah.
we'll look at it.
That right foot was better.
Yeah, for sure. Stay right there.
So here.
So watch now. I'm gonna go back to the start. I'm gonna get your base of your spine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just out over
Yeah,
there.
sure.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right, now do it from there. Let's see if that fixes the start line.
Yeah.
See how that fixed the start line. So if you look at this, we go over here. Should have had you sign a consent form.
Yeah.
All our fans. But look, so if you look at this, so I think here, posture's a hair sharper, right?
Yeah.
I think you could still get your chest up a little more.
Okay.
I think like get your chest up, that'll create more room for your trunk to turn.
Sure.
But if you look at this,
Still going outside.
but look at the difference in the pressure on the foot.
Yeah.
How much more you're pushing into the ground
Sure.
versus there, right? I like that. And see, I think that the right hip goes back more instead of there, it goes up a tick,
Right.
right? So I think you're more loaded. For sure, more pressure on that whole foot. For sure, more turn there.
Yeah.
Way more load, like your chest looks more to the right.
Yeah.
I do more of that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it's a good lesson too, for like, you know, real good players is a lot of times when you have that, you get off, it starts just with posture itself, right? I'd love to see you,
So
yeah, I'd love to see you feel like you put your chest up more, right? There you go, good, there you go, and then right there. So now the base of your spine's in front of the top of your spine.
that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels a lot easier to stay on plane too. It doesn't feel like I have to manipulate so much.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, it all goes, your pelvis gets tucked up under you, so you shift a hair more off the ball than you want. And then you get to the outside of your foot. Now, really feel like as you go back, really feel like as this chest is turning, that that right toe, big toe is just getting pushed down into the ground. How'd that feel?
Yeah, just to feel like the whole foot is down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to hit a lot of balls like this too.
Oh yeah, I like that. There we go.
So you want so hips should be a little bit top, little shift.
Yeah, and the reason you're doing that is because now, stay right there. So now the base of your spine is under the top of your spine. Put it the other way. So now, see there you have the base of your spine behind it. That makes this hip want to go that way, versus load into it.
I've also been feeling too that when I set up, I almost feel like this left leg is always a little bit open before, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think, look, like you hit a couple good shots, or shots that were pretty solid, but they started just a hair left.
Yeah.
I think that was just your hip and your posture lines, right? Like you were like this a little, which is going to shift the path just a hair more left. You know, I think if you get the base of your spine shifted underneath you and you get your chest taller, now keep your big right toe against the ground. What you need to do here, But that's a different miss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My lower body's working better.
So you talk about the heel, right? When you put this hip's got to go around, which creates space that way, the heel is pushing and going a little that way. So that's kind of why we spent so much time fixing the posture at the beginning, right? Feel that? Push off. Atta boy. Had to be better than that.
Yeah, I felt better. And it's closer to the
Closer
center.
to the center. Yep. So I think you really feel like you're pushing off that foot. Yeah. You can hear the difference in those.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Center. No.
So you just want to keep feeling good posture. Keep pushing off that. That's strike.
Yeah.
Different. Now, see if you can recreate that feel without that hair. Mm-hmm. How much more you're over on top to your left leg.
Yeah, sure.
And look where that
Yeah.
contact went.
Better.
Pretty much center. If that's not off the mat, it will be
Lower.
yeah, not high on the face.
No, it feels load on my right. It feels like it's more centered here.
Good.
And then push off that. It's easier to do.
It's easy.
Whereas the other one was kind of.
All right, so let's cross your arms back over your chest again. All right, so resistance again, wind. Now, push it go the other way. Feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to really push. And I don't think, like, I think making a little motion with this would help. Where you chipped the ball, and you pitched it, right? Where you slid that back, you couldn't go that way into it. Just chip one doing that, see what that feels like. I might be getting too much going.
Yeah, probably.
Sunday morning. Just a little practice, just to get the feel. Feel that? See how you got? See how it pushes your trunk through?
Sure.
Chip that. Yeah. See how much your trunk rotates over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at you with the branding, Dewsweeper's golf pivot pack.
Pivot pack, we sell these on Amazon.
We
We
love
love
it.
that shit out of it.
I mean, anything that helps, right? Oh, yes.
Good. One more of those. Swing cap. Do one on the swing cap. I want to show you that on film too, because it's pretty impressive how different that looks. Yep. So watch this. Pretty. This will be pretty dramatic as far as how it looks coming into the ball. See how much everything releases through. See how the trace goes straight across your feet.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I've done
see
this
it.
since I was a kid.
Right.
McLean used to have this. We had this other company that came in, and I remember it used to look like it
Yep.
always looked like
Yeah.
a little seat.
See how that made it
Yeah,
straight across
straighter.
versus go. See
Sure.
that? See this one here with it drifting out to your toes. That's the heel shot. Okay. And a little, but there's no stall in that. Now make it feel like you're pushing off your right and doing that. More release of your upper body through it.
Right.